It's all about where those buyers and sellers are, as Al was talking about, and who moves that price. We call it the smart money. It's the banks, the institutions, the Buffetts of the world. They have the money, but they also move the market. And I want to talk a lot about that today, about making better investing decisions. So you hear, Al, you help a lot of people make those better decisions, have confidence in their investing, hopefully make better choices in their
Sure.
life. What are some of the things that you're focusing on right now? But also, what's going on with these markets? Give me a stock market update.
Well, the markets are doing what the markets do. You know, we always talk about not fighting the market, not trying to impose your opinion on what should happen, because the market doesn't really care about
Does not.
what you think. What it really cares about is who's controlling the price, who's controlling the movement of things. You talked about last week being such a volatile week, big moves up and down, sometimes within the same day and within the same stock. That the fundamentals of that particular stock or those stocks in the market didn't change every time it moved. What changed were buyers came in and drove price up, sellers came in and drove price down. So that really is the key. And I think everybody kind of goes through that period where they think they know what should happen based on what's happening in the economy or
You
what the
mean that
Fed
gut
might say.
feeling?
That gut feeling, the two things you want to try to control and keep out of your decision making process are your gut and that other thing that's between your ears. That's for most people, that's a brain.
Some
And
people.
some people have a little bit of a question mark there. But the bottom line is the people that come into the online trading academy and have been doing that for over 24 years, they want to have more control over their financial future. They want to have more control over how their financial life looks. And I think most of the pros out there would agree with this that financial education is the foundation upon which true financial independence is achieved. It's not something that you can learn overnight, by the way. A lot of people wish it was and maybe read a book or listen to a seminar and think it is, but that really isn't the truth. It's a process, it's a journey. And the good news is that it is a learnable skill. And really, when you think about it, it's probably the best investment that you can make in yourself. And the only thing standing in your way of experiencing the benefits from it is you. You are your own worst enemy. You're your own biggest competitor. But if you're going to get financial education, financial knowledge, it has to be proper. It has to be the right knowledge, the right education, and it really should simplify things and concentrate on what factually gives you the best opportunity to succeed. And really, what it comes down to is price going up after you buy and price going down after you sell. In an
It's
ideal
almost
world,
as simple as that.
well, it really is. And in an ideal world, you would be able to identify that 100% of the time. But this is not an ideal world. But what if you had the knowledge and the understanding of where to buy before price moves higher and where to sell before price moves lower and have the opportunity to get it right most of the time? The only way to increase the odds of success for you with the highest profit potential is to be able to do that. And what it means is that you have to know who or what moves price in significant ways, and that has to be done on a regular basis so you can actually time their activity. And there's that word again,
That T word.
timing. And I know some people that are listening now are going, "Hey, Al, I've heard numerous people numerous times say you can't time the market."
And who's saying all that?
Well, that's the bottom line is who is saying that. It's people that actually are timing the market but don't want you to know how to do it because they need you as a client. If you're going to go to their seminars, if you're going to subscribe to their newsletter, if you're going to hire them as an advisor, you need to feel that you can't do this on your own and you need help. The great thing, Josh, is that the knowledge, the tools, the resources to be able to do this and do it on a regular basis are there. There's way too many pundits out there in kind of so-called pros that have the solution, but for the most part, they're all different solutions.
That magic wand,
Yeah,
right?
how can there be 100 the solutions?
You mean that 16-year-old kid on YouTube telling you can make $1 million? That's not true?
Wait, there's a kid on YouTube I can listen to?
Well, thousands of
Oh
them.
my gosh.
Living in his mom's basement.
I know what I'll be doing this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, and you mentioned the core strategy. The OTA has a proprietary strategy that was developed by people that worked on Wall Street that understands who's moving the market, how it's done, where it's done, and they put together the core strategy. That's a foundational investment strategy that, in fact, is a timing strategy.
You're right. I mean, it's all about where those buyers and sellers are, as Al was talking about, and who moves that price. We call it the smart money. It's the banks, the institutions, the Buffetts of the world. They have the money, but they also move the market. So you have to have a strategy that's designed to time, as Al was talking about, with a high degree of accuracy, and then put time the market, I should say, but then put the odds in your favor. That's what it's all about. And I think one of the key things that he said there is let me repeat that. This is a learnable skill,
Right.
but it takes action. And we see a lot of people come into the academy here that want to learn the skill of trading and investing, have the right tools to make better investing decisions or smarter decisions in their income accounts or retirement accounts,